Hi everybody and welcome back to another episode on Ride 2 here on this channel. I'm KPG-GOONER here. I hope you had an awesome Christmas and a brilliant new year. Now we're going to get straight back into some of the series running on the channel. Now in today's first race, we're going to tackle a race in wet conditions around Monza. Now this has been requested by a subscriber, so that's what we're going to start the episode off with. Plus I've been asked to do the weekly challenge, so we're going to add that to the episode today. So if you do the weekly challenges, guys, that are set on Ride 2, let me know what time you've got. Now I'm going to have a couple of goes on it, try and get the gold. It might not be the best time, but let me know in the comments below what times you got. We're going to try and add that into the series every week as well. Just have a bit of fun. So the bike we're using in today's episode is the RSV4 RF. Now I've done one race on this bike. It is an amazing bike, as a lot of the Aprilia RSV4s are on this game, but in wet conditions it should be interesting. Monza's are quite a difficult circuit, especially in the wet, so this should be interesting. We might do 2 races on this bike and we will tackle that weekly challenge as well, guys, so it's a fun packed episode. So please leave a like, leave your comments. Now let's get straight into the first race. This is going to be brilliant. Right, we're going to jump straight into this race. Now I'm not going to adjust any of the settings, as I don't know what settings to change, especially in wet conditions, but we're against quite a strong field of bikes, so this should be really good. So we're going to get straight into this. We'll leave the settings on that. Yeah, anti-wheelie on high. We're going to need that in this race, so let's get straight to it. This actually is going to be quite an interesting race. I haven't done many races in the wet, especially around the circuits, and we may do a few of these, guys. There is quite a few races in wet conditions on this game, so we will start adding them, but we'll do them on different bikes. And that wasn't a bad start. We've managed to keep that front wheel down. We put anti-wheelie on high because coming out some of the slow corners is going to be really challenging, especially into the wet. Let's slow it down into that first chicane. Oh my god, that was actually pretty damn good. But like I said, the RSV4s on this game do handle very well. Right, let's just try and set. Oh god, well, I just veered off slightly there, but like I said, I haven't adjusted any of the settings, so it's probably going to understeer a little bit, and it did. Just trying to just tap the power on a little bit slower there, as it is in wet conditions, and try and be good on the brakes, try and get a nice turn in here. And another Aprilia just went up the inside and took a better line, but can I fight back? Oh, that front wheel went up even on with the anti-wheel on high. It still didn't react very well, and just trying to slow it down into that corner, so we've dropped down into P2, but that's still a good start to this race. We've got another Aprilia behind us, I think, so we're going to have to be really careful that we don't lose it. There is actually quite a few RSV4 RFs in this race, so those are the bikes I think I'm going to be competing against. Plus, guys, we are going to be trying out that BMW that you keep on requesting. That is in the same category as this bike, so we'll be trying that very soon. Maybe we could do that bike in the other races in the wet to see what these bikes are like against each other. And that was pretty damn smooth through there, but the other Aprilia is still pulling away. So this is going to be a tough race. It's going to be a head-to-head against two Aprilias, so this should be really interesting. Let's see if we can be good around that corner. We've managed to slow it down, and we're doing okay in these wet conditions, but just feeling that rear end, just pulling around slightly as I'm trying to just putting a little bit, open that throttle and getting a little bit of power down is not as easy as I thought it would be, but we managed to pull away from the other bikes behind. But the Aprilia in front is really going for it, so it shows that the AI are better in wet conditions on Ride 2 than they are on Valentino Rossi the game. In the wet on there, they are absolutely terrible, but in this game they hold a decent pace. And look again, he went through that corner, that chicane, really damn fast, and he's starting to pull away again. Let's try and get a tighter line through here and try and hold it again, feeling that rear end just pulling around as I just open the throttle. I've got to be really good on the throttle and the brakes in this race if I want to win it. Slow it down into there. That was much better through there. I do struggle through there sometimes. It's quite hard just to get the braking right, but these Aprilias are awesome, so I managed to do it nice and tight into that corner, try and get a good line, and we're getting in his slipstream, trying to stay out the spray. We don't want to come off, and try and get a nice line through there. That was pretty smooth as well, so we're right into his slipstream, trying to get closer, but oh my god, it's really tough. I'm still not gaining much on him. We're on the same bike, so I haven't got that edge. Let's try and slow down into this corner and try and gain a bit through here. Nice and smooth again. Oh, we are starting to gain on him through there. We were a lot smoother through there, right into his slipstream. Can we just get past him? And I've managed to get past him, but we've got to nail this corner coming up. We are going to be aware that he may go up the inside, or is he going to go around the outside? Looking at the mark, I think he's going to go on the outside. Oh, got into that a little bit hot. Slow it down, don't lose it. Oh, that was lucky, just managed to recover, and he is right there on the inside, but he didn't take a pass. Oh, he just touched my back wheel there, but not enough to cause me any problems. But we're going to have a really tough race. Going into the final lap, we've got to try now the chicane. Is he going to come around the inside, or is he going to go on the outside? Let's slow it down and see where he goes. Oh, I think he's going on the outside. Let's take the inside. Oh, he's gone right over the curb there, but we've managed to get a nice line through there, and we've taken the lead again. So we went for the right area. I was thinking, where should I go wide? But I went in the inside, and it worked out for us. Right, let's try and get a nice tight line onto there. Oh, God, that was a little bit too tight. I've touched the curb, and he's gone on the outside. I've made an error there, and he's taken over again. So we've got to be good through here. If we got to react here, can we get a nice line through there? That wasn't too bad. Can we get past him into this next corner? We've managed just to drive out that section a little bit better than he did, and we're back in the lead. But is he going to come around the inside, or is he going to go around the outside? This is going to be a close race coming towards the end of this, and we've done really well in these wet conditions. I am trying to brake a little bit more at the front than I am the back into the corners, just so I don't get the slide. But yeah, it has been pretty damn good so far, but this race isn't over yet. We've still got a bike sitting right on our tail. Is he going to go around the inside? No, we've managed to get through there and hold him off. Try and keep it nice and smooth. Not too, we don't have to go too mad through there. Oh, got onto the curb a bit. Oh, that's just pulled the front wheel up slightly, but we've managed just to drive out of there, and we've managed to hold the lead. But that was not a great entry into that section there. We did muck that up a little bit, but we got away with it. Right, we've got to nail this last corner and then try to hold on to it. And I think we're going to just do it. Feeling that back end rear just pulling around slightly, but like I said, I didn't adjust anything, and it looks like we're going to take the win, and we do. What a race around Monza in the wet. That was really good fun, guys. I think on that bike it was absolutely brilliant. Not probably going to be the same on other bikes. These bikes, RSV4s, just handle so well without making any adjustments. But that was a really, really close race. Two Aprilias going against each other, and I managed to come out on top. Right, we're going to tackle I think a road race on this bike and see what it's like, and maybe change up the view as well. People keep requesting for first person, so we're going to try that. Let's get straight into it, guys. Right, guys, now we're going to tackle this Italian road circuit. This is awesome, a fast-paced circuit that we're going to do in first person as well. Oh, some really fast bikes in this race. Also, we're going to put anti-wheelie down on to medium now, as we don't need it on high. And let's see how this one goes. So here we go. Also, guys, I've been requested quite a few times to pop a few wheelies as well. If I get an opportunity to lift that front wheel up in this race, I will do that. But this bike is going to take off anyway. So that's not a bad start. Now we've put the anti-wheelie on medium, but next time we race this bike, we're going to try it either on low or we're going to turn it off. I'm going to start trying to do more races without it on, and that's not bad. This bike is so goddamn quick. The brakes are good on it. It turns into the corners nicely. Again, we haven't adjusted any of the settings on the bike, and it feels pretty damn smooth. So we've gone into the lead quite early. Oh God, put the brakes on there. Try and get a nice turn and accelerate, but we've got to be aware that front wheel, yes, is going to go up, but as soon as I get an opportunity to pop a wheelie, guys, I will try and do that. Right, let's try and hold it through there, and we've managed to pull away from the field as well. But this is feeling pretty damn good so far. I'm probably not going to do this race in two screens, as I'm in first person, so you can get a better view of the race. Let's try and get a nice drive up the hill. Oh God, it's glitching a bit there. I've noticed it does that on that section. Every time you go up the hill, on it doesn't matter what bike you're on, it always glitches slightly when it goes up and down. Let me know in the comments below if that's happened to you. That's something they definitely need to fix. It's happened quite a few times, and we're powering up the hill. We are absolutely bossing this race at the moment. Sometimes it can be difficult to race in this view, but so far we're doing okay. Right, slow it down, get a nice turn into there. Also, guys, we're going to take on the weekly challenge after this race. I'm not sure what it is yet, but hopefully it's going to be a good one. I do enjoy challenges. Try and get a nice line through there. Nice and smooth again. This bike is awesome. Right, let's try and get that front wheel up. There you go. Popped a nice wheelie there. Not going to overdo it. But at the moment, this bike without any adjustments, is absolutely brilliant. You're definitely going to have to try this version out. Now, I've got about 3 or 4 versions of the RSV now. I've got quite a garage full of Aprilias. We will have to try a few other bikes. I haven't tried many Hondas and BMWs, so we will try and do that in the next couple of weeks, guys, as you keep on requesting to do quite a few of the different BMWs and obviously the Hondas. So I'm going to try and cover as many of the requests that keep on popping up in the comments. Again, that front wheel came up there, but managing to control it, and we are pulling away from the field. So this bike is just too goddamn fast for the other bikes in the field, and we are absolutely bossing this race, which is awesome. Right, let's see if it glitches out again going up the hill. Let's try and get a nice turn in there and accelerate. So no, it didn't glitch that time, but it did on the first lap. Let's see if it does it on the third lap when we get round to that section. It's definitely something they need to fix. I don't think it does it on, it's only 2 or 3 other circuits. I know that they've got an issue like that, but I think 2 of the other ones that they have fixed, but this one is another one they need to probably sort out, because it is a bit annoying. But let's see if we can try and get a nice lap time here, nice and smooth, holding the field off. We've got quite a couple of second gap between us and the bike in second, and again, powering it round that corner. Awesome. Let's get that front wheel up again, pop a nice wheelie as we just try and get straighten it up a bit. Yes, pull that wheel. It goes up so easily, even at over 100 miles an hour. But if you've ever ridden a bike of this power, you can, if you hold the clutch in and just rev it a little bit, it doesn't take much to get the front wheel up, I tell you. I've done it a couple of times on my Fireblade, just popped it up at about 80, 90 miles an hour, just done a little bit of a power wheelie. I mean, it can be a little bit dangerous. You've got to try and be careful when you do it, and don't do it on the main roads, guys. You've got to be a little bit careful when you're out and about, and obviously you don't want to be getting caught by the police as well. It'd be an instant ban most probably, but if you can get away with it, it is awesome. Right, let's just try and get a nice smooth run through here. We've absolutely flew away from the bikes behind us now. We're absolutely bossing this race, and I wasn't expecting it to be that close. Let's see if it glitches again up the hill. And just accelerate. Oh yeah, again, yeah, do you see that? It did glitch again. So it didn't do it on the second lap, but it did it on first and the third lap. So it's not every time, but it is a problem they need to fix. Right, let's just finish this race off, and then we will move on to the weekly challenge. But like I said, guys, don't forget to let me know what times you get on the weekly challenges, whether you enjoyed the challenge, and because there has been some really difficult ones on there in the last month or so. But I'm going to try and do more of them on the challenge on the channel, because I think they're fun extra that's on the game, so we might as well use that. And look at that, guys, we're going to take the win nice and easy there, no problem at all, on an awesome bike. So there we go, another win. So we've done a circuit race in the wet, we've done a road circuit, and we can safely say this bike is absolutely amazing. Awesome. Nothing can touch it in that category, I don't think, especially not at that performance points. Right, we're going to move on to the weekly challenge, see what it is, and see if we can get gold, and see what sort of time we can put in. So let's get straight to that now, guys. So here we go. Right, guys, the weekly challenge is on the R6, the Black Sheep team bike around Sugo, and the time that we need to get the gold is a 1:36.056. I'm going to have a couple of goes and see if I can get the gold, and let me know in the comments below what times you set. I might not get the fastest time, but I might have a few goes at this after this, maybe not in this episode, and I will let you know in the comments below if I manage to beat my time. But let me know what times you get. This could be really challenging. I don't know. Let's get straight into it. So here we go. Right, that's jumped straight into this, not making any adjustments to this bike. This bike handles pretty well anyway. Sugo's can be a challenging circuit. It's got a lot of tough corners, but we will see how we do. Now we need to get a 136.056. So let's see how difficult that is to get. Let's get a nice turn into there. Try and get nice and tight. Nice drive. Not too bad round there, but we will find at the split times of whether we're running at a decent pace. That's not bad through there, so that's a good start. Nice and tight into that corner. Coming up to the first split time. Are we running fast enough to get the gold? I'm not sure. No, we're slightly behind. So we're definitely not the quickest into those first few corners. So we might have to have another go if we keep on running behind the time. Get a nice turn into there again. Trying to get it nice and tight right onto the curb. Straighten it out. Oh, God, just right over the curb there. Really struggled to stand it up there and drive it down the hill. Let's see if we are still fast at the next split point and slow it down. No, we're still 0.2 below the time. So we're definitely not running as quick as we could do to get the gold, but you can adjust the gearing on this bike and the setup if you can't manage it on the default settings. Try and get a nice turn in there. Hold it, hold it, hold it. Let's just get a first time, and now we're 0.4 behind, so we're definitely probably not going to get the gold here, but let's just try and finish off and see how far we are away. So let's try and get a nice line through there, nice and tight, and flip it over right into the curb there. So that's the best we can do through there. Now let's just try and finish off and see where we come. Now we've got a few seconds to go. Can we get the gold? Oh, this might be close, guys. And over the finish line. Oh, we did get the gold. Oh, so we managed to recover. So we managed to get the gold first time. So this challenge is achievable on the default setting. So we managed to get a 135.0056. So we were a second under the time. That's awesome, guys. So let me know in the comments below what time you can do in this challenge, and I will let you know if I managed to beat my time. I'm sure I can, because that was her first attempt and I managed to nail it. So let me know in the comments below, and I will see you soon for some more Ride 2 here on this channel very soon. Thank you so much for watching, and bye bye.